Hello, Snugglebugs. Welcome to today's Hearthstone video. We're going to be reviewing the Paladin cards that are coming out in the Titans expansion, starting with a 1-mana 1/3 X21 repair bot with has Death Rattle. Return any mechs, magnetize this to your hand. Now, as a 1-mana 1/3, already good, already playable. As a mech in this new package that they're coming kind of with magnetize for the Pally. Huge, right? Turn 2, you magnetize something to it. Turn 3, until it dies. And then when it does die, you just get all that value back, except, of course, the repair bot does not return. But overall, like I said, just 1-mana 1/3, good start. Something for you to magnetize onto, and then has the upside of giving you all that value back. Forces your opponent to try to coin, spell it down, remove it as soon as possible. Fantastic. Perfect start to hopefully... Not a big fan, I would say, honestly, of the pure Paladin package, but Mech Paladin always loved, so hopefully this makes it even more viable. Next up, we have this first Forge card. So those who aren't aware, you can take these, put them on your deck. Cost 2 mana, upgrades them. Really simple. Sorry if that's not straightforward, but I just don't want to say it too often. Resurrect 3 different Paladin minions, set their stats to 2/2, and then Forge, resurrect another. So... it basically is a little bit of resurrection. Of course, if you have death rattles and things like that, that's fantastic. Probably good for big Pally, would be my best guess. And of course, you know, if you have the 2 mana, especially in big Pally that you're wasting on some turn, is upgraded to make it a 5 mana resurrect 4 minions. And yes, 2/2, still 8/8 worth of stats, which is pretty good if you have all 4. But honestly, I think it's you want to copy death rattles and things like that. So you're really not caring about the stats as much. Taunt, Divine Shield, Death Rattle, etc. First legendary card here for the Paladin is just tier. Straight up tier. I'm guessing this is meant to be like the God tier, right? S tier card, I just noticed that. Battle cry, resurrect a 2, 3, and 4 attack Paladin minion. So we're seeing like a bit of a revive package going on with at least these couple cards, which could be interesting to see. I mean, 4 or 5, get back 3 minions is good. And then if you think of it like, even if we don't know what the health is, let's say they're all 1 health for some reason, it becomes like a 6/6, a 9/7, and like a 13/8 if you actually manage to get all 3 back, which is pretty fantastic. Stoneheart King, 4 mana 3/2. Now this is also another sort of mini package within Paladin coming in this expansion. It is a 3/2 for 4 mana. Obviously isn't great. Death Rattle summoned a 2/2. Earthen that gains +2/+2 for each other Earthen you've summoned this game. So right off the hop, really this is kind of a 5/4 because it dies Death Rattle. But if you've summoned other Earthen, so the second Stoneheart King as an example, it would all of a sudden become a 3/2 that summons a 4/4 when it dies. Resurrect these things because they have 3 attack, right? And even really the 2 attack potentially can come out of this with other resurrections and things like that, and they'll get beefy real quick. Next up here, we have the Noble Mini Bot, which is a 2/3 magnetic to potentially play on your 1/3 on turn 2. After this attacks, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. So then because you played it on the 1/3 as well, you could technically attack with this, buff something in your hand, potentially a 3-cost magnetic monster minion, and put it onto it as well. Super good. Super good. Like, even just 2/3 that potentially buffs your hand up is great. It's just great. Here we have Judge the Unworthy. 4 mana, set an enemy's minion's health to 1, then deal 1 damage to all enemies. So it guarantees takes out 1 target. So it's a single target removal, unless, of course, they're Divine Shield or something like that. But it's meant to be a single target removal that also deals 1 damage to the enemy face. It's kind of like a mixture of the Equality Consecration, except it doesn't board wipe, but it's a single target. I think this is a really good card. It's a neat take on what they're trying to do. And, yeah, see tons of play. Then we have Inventor's Aura. So I think... they've also announced that they're going to be replacing the idea of Paladin's secrets with aura cards, which is effectively cards that last multiple turns. Paladin's secrets didn't really fit their archetype, so they're trying to add auras, right? A lot of Paladins, Crusaders, and games and fantasy stuff have more aura effects. So in this case, your mechs cost 1 less and it lasts 2 turns. Obviously very good. Disciple of Amatus is at the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 Earthen that gains +2. So this is another Earthen card. In this case, again, it's a 6 mana 4/6, or in this, really a 6 mana 6/8 with the 2/2. And if you've already had 1 or 2 of your things Death Rattle, that just becomes like a 4/4 or a 6/6. Interesting. I think these will end up fitting more in the pure Paladin side of things than mech or anything else. But honestly, good additions, nice and neat, pretty simple. But I kind of like the fact it's like Earth is building up around them. A 4 mana 3/3 dragon called the Astral Serpent at the end of your turn. If this didn't attack, draw 2 cards. And again, the way I would understand this, it doesn't have rush. It's basically a 4 mana, draw 2 cards with a 3/3 body on it, and then every turn, if you don't want to attack, if it lives, you can draw 2 more cards. Fantastic. I mean, you know, we talk about Arcane Intellect being a 3 mana, draw 2 cards that a lot of people still play, so you add 1 mana on there to effectively gain a 3/3 body with the potential upside of either dealing 3 damage or drawing 2 more cards every turn. Fantastic. And then up we have the Titans. So real quick, the Titans are cards that you play on the board. They're big. They have 3 abilities that can't attack until all 3 abilities are played. So one gets played when it gets played. One ability can be chosen when it gets played. The other 2 abilities are chosen at the start of each one of your turns. And if it lives, again, it can attack after all abilities. In this case, this Titan has Taunt. Your minions can't take more than 2 damage at a time, which includes itself. Titans are minions. And then its 3 abilities are Reinforced, which is draw 2 minions, set their attack, health, and cost to 2, which could be good. Empowered, give your other minions +2/+2. And Pacified, set the attack and health of all enemy minions to 2. Personally, I think this is one of the weaker Titans. I know it could be tough to remove this, but so many decks have single target removal, board clears, and things like that, that I don't know, the abilities just don't seem great. If you have a full board, obviously buffing potentially plus like 12, maybe +12/+12 if you had 6 other minions, and Swing and Face is great, but like, I don't know, that's just a buff card. I don't know. Anyway, I could be wrong on this one. I've seen some people say that they think it's one of the better ones, but I just feel like with the meta the way it is, a lot of people are just going to have a board wipe, or, you know, maybe another Paladin even would have a Judge Unworthy, which would technically reduce this to 1, and they would only deal 1 damage anyway and kill it. Like, it just, I don't know, it feels like the initial impact of its first ability. A lot of the other Titans have a really powerful, say, first ability, or the Hunter one gives you a weapon, etc. This just doesn't feel super impactful to me. Again, except for that specific situation where you can effectively rush face for more damage or charge face for more damage. But let me know in the comments down below if you disagree. Subscribe to see more and see the gameplay when Titans comes out. Hit the notification bell. I'll be playing decks on day 1, trying to get videos out there as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.